Welcome to Tyrannosaurus Riffs. My name is Brandon, and today we're going to check out the Orange Gymroot Terror. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Just kidding. As usual, I'm excited to show you this amplifier from Orange. Now this was made in collaboration with Gymroot. These are no longer in production, but I like to show you guys stuff that you can't always find on the market anymore. Now, they're not super hard to find on the used market, but for new, it's not a thing. Move on. These are ran by two EL84 power tubes, three 12AX7 preamp tubes, and one 12AT7 preamp tube in the effects loop. This is a pretty simple amplifier featuring 15 watts or 7 watt operational mode. You've got volume, treble, middle, bass, gain, and your input. And on the back, you've got your speaker outputs and your effects loop send and return. One thing I've always really enjoyed about Orange amplifiers is the simplicity. Now, if you don't know who Gymroot is, you've probably been living under a rock because he's the guitarist for Slipknot and Stone Sour. Now, despite being a Terror model, this is a quite flexible amp featuring 4 gain stages, and this is based off of Jim's Rockerverb Mark II, not the Mark III. Now, I do not know all the differences between the Mark II and the 3, but according to Orange's website, it's based off the 2. Now, before we go any further, let's check this out in a quick mix. Now, the tones that you just heard are the settings that you see on the amplifier here. They were used with this Schecter SLS with a passive Schecter Apocalypse bridge pickup. We went into a Highwind Amplification Direwolf, and then you are also hearing this through a Mesa loaded DV77. Let's go ahead and check this out in more of a standard live playthrough. Boost off. Now, most of you are not going to buy this amplifier for the clean tones. It's a single channel amplifier from the guy from Slipknot. Why would you do that? Doesn't matter, because one of my favorite guitarists, Quinn Allman, previously of The Used, actually uses this amplifier for the clean channel because he likes it more than the Rockerverb. Or at least he did. I don't know if he still does. This is what it sounds like. Now again, I'm not buying it for the clean, but I do think that sounds pretty dang good, because I typically think that Orange clean tones are pretty chimey, which that one is, but it's a little bit on the softer side, if that makes any sense. Now that is the Orange Jim Root Terror. 15 watts of tube amplification is extremely loud. Now, my other guitar player in my band and I did test, not this amplifier, but the Dart Terror, which is also a 15 watt in a full band setting. And it will hold up, but my concern is that you will be running it more than half power if you're in a typical empty basement or garage, and my fear of that is burning your tubes out or your other components kind of quickly. So it will hold up, but you have to drive it pretty hard. I think you're better off with a 25 to 30 watt tube amp and above for a full band situation. But if you're just looking for something super simple that sounds super awesome all the time, just kind of a plug and play amplifier, this is a great way to go, especially because the Rockerverbs are a couple $1,000s at the time of this filming. I can't remember. I'll post the price right here. And you can generally find these amplifiers for $500 to $600, and I think they do a pretty decent job of replicating the famous Rockerverb. Now, that's just my opinion. Do with this what you will. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, bell notification so you don't miss anything in the future. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop those below. I'm always happy to nerd out on gear, especially when it comes to amplifiers. I'm a huge fan of Orange and 5150 style stuff. Others as well, but they're kind of my favorites and have been for the last forever. Anyways, I'm rambling. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you soon.